Morgan here. So today I'm going to be making homemade MREs 3.0. Today I'm going to be making, I've made homemade MREs a couple times before. Many years ago, I did my first one, and then I tried it like a year later and it was good. Then I made a second one, and I tried it like 2 years later, and most of it was still fine, but I've really readjusted my thinking, and I'm making homemade MREs kind of for my area a little bit. And just over time and experience, you figure out what's going to work for you or not. Now, what I'm doing with these homemade MREs is my main intention with these is to throw them in our bug out bags. Now these will all be ready to eat foods. None of these will take any cooking. None of these will take any water to rehydrate. Now I will need to drink water, right? But none of them will take water to actually rehydrate. So, you won't see any coffee, you won't see any instant drinks, anything like that either, just straight water. Now, I have not coffee, but caffeine pills, not pills, it's mints. I have caffeine mints and I have caffeine gum. Those are where I get my sources of caffeine. I love drinking coffee, but, I got to kind of think a little bit outside the box that doesn't have to deal so much with water. Regardless whether you live in the desert or not, you kind of have to think realistically about your water needs when you bug out. When you bug out, it's not necessarily you're always strapping on your backpack and running away. Sometimes, most of the time, you'll probably be throwing stuff in your vehicle and then running away, right? Driving away, rather. So you may be able to grab several gallons of water in addition to the water you already have in your vehicle. So, it won't be a big deal for like a little bit, but anyway, this is just some easy, ready to eat stuff that there's no cooking, no rehydration needed, that my intention is to put them in the bags. So let me show you some of my ideas. All right, so the thought process with most everything that I do is with my children in mind. Now, everything that my children can eat, I can eat, right? So, it's not really too complicated, but this is for my husband and myself and our children, okay? These are just some ideas. Of course, you don't have to take them. These are just really, very simple, ready-to-eat foods. But so we have a lot of tuna creations here. I love tuna creations. I really love the chicken creations as well, and it's been driving me insane that I haven't been able to find chicken creations. The chicken creations have been out everywhere, but I love the chicken creations. Tuna creations are a good bet, lots of good protein. Some good, all right calories, but we got a lot of these. We really like these, so I'm going to be adding these. And I also found these pulled pork pouches, which looked really, really tasty. In fact, I've had the pulled pork that's in bags similar to this, and they've been really tasty. The best of use by date is July 1st, 2023. That's 3 years from now. That's an insane Best Buy date. That's an insane Best Buy date. So that's really good. I got this for the kids, a little treat. I love Pocky, Pocky, however you say it. I used to eat this when I was a teenager. I was really into the whole Japan stuff. Next one is Nutella. My kids love Nutella. I mean, who doesn't? And then this one has the the pretzel sticks in it, which is really good. Now, this is an experiment. I don't really know how long this is going to last, but what's nice about this is that it's in liquid, so I could drink the liquid. But also, it's a vegetable, and I love just like room temperature corn like this. I cannot, for the life of me, find... Oh, there's the Best Buy date. Okay, September 20th, 2021. So like an exact year from now, it says by the Best Buy. I bet it'll be all right. I'm not keeping this stuff in, really hot places, so it should be fine for a good while. And then peanut butter. These to-go peanut butters. Love these to-go peanut butters. And then I did get these because I want to pack at least one MRE with this because it comes with the crackers. And I think it'll be all right. Then I have some honey sticks. We are obsessed with honey sticks, our whole family. And then goldfish. I think these will be good in the vacuum seal. And then I have an entire case of bagged water. I'm going to put at least 2 bagged waters in each MREs. I'm making 3 MREs today. I'm going to put at least 2. If I can stick another 1 or 2 in them, that's great, because these are only 4 fluid ounces, 4.227 fluid ounces. Anyway, so that's not very a ton. So I'd like to have a few of these. I got like a whole case of them. I'll show you here in a second. But also I have just some random MRE sides here that I'm going to throw in, like tortillas, just to, like, I don't know, use the peanut butter with the tortillas. It's pretty delicious. Also, just as an aside, I found these jelly and grape side-by-side packs at the store. I thought these are so cool. I thought these are really neat because, I can just have, these are kind of like the MREs, except they have the grape and jelly connected, and they're flat. This is kind of like for one, obviously for one meal. But they had strawberry, a grape, and I think they had like raspberry flavor, and then peanut butter. I think they also had other almond butter, like other nut butters, like almond, I believe so. Okay, and then of course, don't forget the utensils. And I'm going to be placing an extra napkin in with the utensils because extra napkins don't hurt anyone. Oh, and the Cliff Bars. I didn't even say anything about that. Cliff Bars. These are really great. My kids love them. And they're really great for kind of like almost a meal replacement. I really honestly use this for a meal replacement. Those will be good for a little while. Okay, so let's see what I come up with. All right, wow, I think these are going to be jam-packed MREs. I think that these are just really great. There's some great protein and sugars and salts, and you need that stuff, especially when you're kind of running out and about. And I'm really, really happy for these drinking waters. I'm going to put it all in the Ziploc here in a second, but I actually forgot to show you guys that I actually picked up some cereals as well. Obviously no milk, but we love to just munch on cereal. Just the way it is. My kids, they love just munching on cereal. So if I can get, they came in the boxes, but I just took them out, and when they're vacuum sealed, they'll be fine. So, okay, so here is the Ziploc. So I'm going to show you, packing the Ziploc. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 tuna creations and a pulled pork. We're going to just slide right in there. I did 1 tortilla. Slide that in there. 2 drinking waters. Just slide that right in there. 1 bar. A cereal. A goldfish. And then 1 Nutella and 1 peanut butter. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot the most important thing. The onions. Really? Onions? This is what I think of. Onions? Okay, so. Honey. I'm going to slide that in there wherever I feel like it. Okay, so now, at this point, I'm just going to zip this up. This is the MRE right here. Now, I'm only making 3 of these right now. I'm going to come back and make more, I think. Maybe like, I don't know, 6 or something. I want to try to make 1 for each person, so 8 would be ideal so that we could at least have like 2 of these with us. This really is not that heavy comparatively, I think the heaviest thing in here I can feel is going to be that tuna and the pork. I can really feel that. Even the water doesn't feel as heavy as that tuna and pork, just feeling it in my hands. I'm going to go ahead and stick 1 more water in here. That's going to make me feel better. There we go. I mean, having extra water really isn't going to hurt anything, There you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, if my vacuum sealer is working, I think I just took it apart and cleaned it, but then I tried to vacuum seal and it just wasn't working. What I'm going to do is try to vacuum seal, I am going to get my vacuum sealer to work and vacuum seal this so that it's not just the Ziploc, but it'll actually all be vacuum sealed. I can never find a marker when I need one. Okay, well, I'll find a marker. I think there's a couple inside. I just forgot to bring it out. Anyway, I'm going to mark on here the date that they were made. At least a month. A month is good. I'm just going to say September 2020. I'm sorry, it's October. October 2020. Woo! Listen, it just turned October, okay? Give me a break. October 2020 on here. So now I'm going to go see if I can try to vacuum seal one of these. All right, well, I have to do like a real deep clean of that vacuum sealer. But you may be wondering why I'm not just putting this directly into a vacuum sealer bag. Because I want to be able to reseal it. So the chances are we're not going to eat all of this in one sitting, okay? Even, if this was for me and like my 1 or 2 kids, there's no way that we're eating all of this in one sitting. Plus, this is a really good bag to be used for collecting of wild edibles, collecting of water, collecting trash, right? To have, all this trash that's in here go right back into this bag. If once I open up that vacuum sealer outside and outside away from wherever I have my vacuum sealer, and I have no way to re-vacuum it or reseal it, then what I have is this, right? So I really highly recommend that people at least, have some sort of resealable option, because once that vacuum sealer again is open, it's open. So then, you have this, which is multi-purpose, and the vacuum sealer bag itself is kind of multi-purpose. You just can't seal it back up. Like there's no way to like zipper it back up or seal it back up or anything. But you could take like a Ranger band or something and just like tie it. It's not that big a deal. But I just can't seal it. But anyway, that's my thought process, and that's why I did that. There's a couple things, as you can see, that I didn't use. And that's okay, maybe I'll add it to another MRE and just kind of see how it goes. There are so many great options for these homemade MREs. I would suggest going to the grocery store and just looking up and down the aisles and just saying, what's going to be good for something that I can just right away eat. I don't have to cook. I don't have to do anything. The thing about making your homemade MRE is that everything should be ready to eat right away, okay? And definitely think about your water options. I love that I can have these at least a few bags of water in here, not a ton of bags, but a little bit, And, if you want to put some other candies and treats and mints and whatever, salt and pepper, whatever your heart desires in here, absolutely go and do that. If you want to put the coffee in and some other instant drink mixes in here, go for it. Do whatever your heart desires. That's great. That's what's great about these homemade MREs, is that you can really make it your own and just do whatever you want, okay? And always make sure to write the date and just, check it every once in a while, make sure it's still good. And I'm super pleased with this so far. And I will come back with an update. If we eat it or if I keep it around for a year or 2 or whatever, I'll do an update like I have done previously with my other MREs. Let me know what you're going to put in your homemade MRE. And if you've never made one before, I highly encourage you to make one now. And, if you don't have a vacuum sealer, that's okay. Ziploc will be just fine. Just try to suck all the air out that you possibly can. Either push it down, get a straw. I've heard of people using straws and sucking the air out and then, closing it real quick. So just try to suck out as much air as you possibly can from the Ziploc if you don't have a vacuum sealer. You could also put it in a Mylar bag and then just, seal the Mylar bag, put this inside of a Mylar bag, and that will help a little bit with the shelf life as well. But it's all up to you and your preferences. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.